What's good, people? Welcome back to the channel. So we thought we might as well talk about what's going on right now. So I'm going to introduce myself. I'm JP.
My name's Sama, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, so we just felt like we'll have a chat about what's going on right now. And like one of the most important things right now is cancel culture. So Sema can elaborate on what's been going on social media regarding this cancel culture thing.
Yeah, sure can. So what? So I go into context, yeah? Or I started?
Yeah. Just talk about what's been going on.
Come on. Alright, cool. So obviously, I'm not even sure how and where it really started, but what I do know is that last week, Tuesday, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, for some reason, the whole Twitter world just went up in a frenzy and basically decided to come together and gang up on against like a group of people, more so celebrities, isn't it? People who have got status in the UK, and basically get onto them for having disrespected black girls and especially dark-skinned girls in the past. So even if you've done it 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, there's either an explanation that's needed, a sincere apology, or you basically get cancelled in it. So that's what cancel culture is about. We cancel you no matter how big you've been in it. So yeah, one person in particular received the most slack out of everybody in it, and yeah, her thing went viral in it basically. So yeah, that's basically what cancel culture was.
So what did she do, and what's her role like? What does she do as like a profession?
Alright, cool. So obviously, I'm talking about a female YouTuber by the name of Nella. She's quite popping on YouTube. She does just lifestyle vlogs, innit? And yeah, so that's her profession, innit? She started with the uni thing, doing up group debates with the man them. Obviously, her being a single girl. Obviously, out of all the man them that she was doing videos in, and then that just took off. Like, we don't know how it took off, but yeah, just people started to mess with her personality, innit? And yeah, she back in the day used to disrespect other dark-skinned girls, innit? And apparently went into like, I don't know, I think Somalis but yeah, she disrespected girls, dark-skinned girls, for wearing like eyeliner. But in these times, in 2020, she's known to wear eyeliner as well the same way, innit? She overdoes it with the makeup, in my opinion, as well, you get me? So yeah, so girls are just thinking, right, like this girl, she's contradicting herself. But not only that, yeah, the fact is, obviously, this cancel culture type of group of people, yeah, they try to message her all day and say, yeah, you need to apologize, blah, blah. People try to call up her phone. Apparently, she wasn't even picking up, and she only responded with an apology at the end of it, which was apparently monetized. So that's why people are pissed off, and they need her to be cancelled, in it, regardless. So, yeah.
So there was her and a few other people, right?
Huh?
There was her and a few other people.
Yeah. So the few of the people, so there was names like Tion Wayne, Oni Bells, who's another female YouTuber actually, which I could go into later on, and how she came into it. And yeah, there's many others obviously who are less known in it, but other people still know them in it. So yeah.
So in other words, these like the influencers that said a few things in the past that has been exposed years down the line, and now people are basically encouraging others to cancel them, right?
Yeah, that's basically the case. People are upset, and yeah, literally, people that are advocates and supporters, obviously, of dark-skinned women, they're basically chiming into it as well, which is why it's created such a like national trend in it. It's gone literally, it went berserk on a mad thing. I'm telling you, and obviously, I've always known Twitter to be disopinionated, but never in my life have I witnessed such a union to tear people down in it. So yeah.
So what's your opinion on it though? Do you think it's right for them to be cancelled or not?
Yeah, see? So that's the big question. Obviously, my opinion, right? Everybody has done some sort of disrespect, whether it be verbally or indeed in action. So I don't think it's right that we should hold back a celebrity from what they've said 10 years ago. Because at the end of the day, everybody makes mistakes. If they're able to own up to it, then calm in it, we move on, do you get me? Because true say, dark-skinned girls were disrespecting other dark-skinned girls back in the day. I don't think no one has the right to cancel anyone, you know? Like, that cancel culture is very... And not only that, but cancel culture, in my opinion, is very contradictory as well, fam. Because pretty much everybody that was out there attacking their roles is what? A listener to hip-hop music, right? And in hip-hop, there's a lot of like disrespectful lyrics, there's a lot of sexism, there's a lot of homophobia, there's a lot of religious discrimination, like, so what, are we gonna cancel them too? No, we're not, because why? They're making, I don't know, they're putting joy into our ears. Do you get me? So people are gonna like take a blind, whatever, what do you call it? Yeah, people are gonna ignore what they're doing. They're gonna take a blind eye to it. But Nella Rose, she has to suffer, and it's gone to a point where Nella Rose has even fallen into like depression. Apparently, she's locked off her social medias. It's gone mad. They're saying that Instagram unverified her tick, which I don't know it's even possible, but I don't know. I'm not in her life like that or a fan of her too tough in it to even pre that for to see if it's true or not. But yeah, like this cancel culture thing is nonsense, and I feel like people who have jumped on the bandwagon, some of them, they're even guinea pigs, bruv. They're followers, fam. You know, I don't think everybody in that cancel culture, yeah, that's been so popular on Twitter has actually got a valid reason as to why they're cancelling these people. So yeah, man, I could go on, but yeah, that's the case for me, innit? Oh yeah, I'm not with it, bruv. I'm not with the cancel culture thing.
Yeah, obviously me, I'm not really in tune with the whole social media thing. Like obviously, as you know, me, I've been a bit more low key. You get me, the past few years. So yeah, I follow the meme pages and all these things, but I don't always decide what I think of the whole situation unless I know the full story of it. You get it? Because what these meme pages or like what anyone posts on social media is always just a negative. You know what I'm trying to say? Without really trying to get to the bottom of it. So I never really make up my mind until I know the full backstory. And obviously, if someone comes and tells me these lot made these statements when they were like, I don't know, 15, 14, even 16, some even 17, yeah? And obviously, it's atrocious, it's wrong. These are things they shouldn't have done. But at the same time, bro, you can't tell me, like, you know anyone in London, your boys, even family members, yeah, that haven't said something outrageous, like, years ago. Like, I know man said, like, mad things back in the days. And I know everyone was saying the maddest things back in the days, fam. You know what I'm trying to say? That was, like, the norm back in the days. The world is more sensitive today, and which obviously has made everyone kind of back off saying whatever they want to say online. You know what I'm trying to say? At the same time, I'm not applauding them or saying what they did was right. But if someone comes and apologizes, you're just gonna have to accept the apology and keep it moving. Somewhat, like, for example, it goes back to like R. Kelly, for example, yeah, who, yes, was free. He was freed from all the allegations against him in the past, didn't it? And managed to continue his career. Like, I didn't see no one trying to cancel my man and all these things. And he was like basically accused of some serious things, isn't it? Now, in the UK, obviously you've given me a background story of some of them. Some of them I know a bit about, but it was mainly due to what they said on like Twitter, like I don't know how many years ago, innit? Like something that looked like it was like self-hate.
Yeah.
Because I think I saw one of them where they said that one of the girls called someone Blick or something like that. And then I see that everyone's saying, why would you call someone these names when you're the same color? You're basically black as well, innit? Like, why would you do that? You know what I'm trying to say? And yeah, it's wrong. But I've seen the persons come out and apologize and gave their opinion on why this took place and taking full responsibility for it. And I've seen everyone still destroying the comments saying, like, nah, bruv, we're not accepting your apology, blah, blah, blah. Like, so what? They're trying to say that in this world, no one can make a mistake and get another chance. Like, as soon as, like, a black person, especially, does something wrong, everyone wants to try and ruin them. And, like, obviously, like I said, it depends on to what extent, innit? If it's rape or, like, things like that, then yeah, like, you know, it's like, I couldn't, even me, myself, I couldn't support them again, you know what I'm trying to say? But if it's for, like, verbals online, back in the days, fam, like, even if it's to our own race, we're going to have to forgive them and then see how they behave, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? Give them an opportunity to make things right. Like, if they come out and don't apologize and just try to, and they don't want to assume the responsibility, then yeah, people have the right to say they should be cancelled or whatnot because they still have no, like, no remorse to the act, innit? But if they come out and apologize, what more do they need? But this is where we go back to social media. Most people on social media are there for entertainment anyways. So the people are saying we should, a lot of the ones that are saying anyway, we should cancel them, blah, blah, blah. These lot are enjoying, basically, everyone bombarding these people with like negative comments. It's almost like an entertainment purpose, and it's not real. Because I guarantee you, when these ladies, when they walk on the streets, I guarantee you, most times when people approach them, is to like have like a good conversation with them, or to like show love to them, innit? You never actually see people stop you and say, "Oh, you're an idiot, blood. You should get cancelled." No one does it face to face, fam. You know what I'm trying to say? But man, them are quick online to do this thing. That's why I've never really taken it serious when it comes to like online cancelling people, like unless it's very serious allegation, innit? So so what do you think? What do you think should be done though? Like, what's the way of approaching this situation? Like,
So yeah, my response is, yeah, like just sincerely like ask yourself why they've said it, you know, and see for yourself even before attacking them. Like scroll through their profile to see if their actions and if how they're tweeting now doesn't correspond with how they tweeted before. I think that just by judging the state of somebody's profile right now, as in 2020, then that should give you a novel idea innit, of where their head's at. So therefore, you shouldn't have even added them. Because when you at somebody, it gives other people the leverage as well to basically at that person the same way in it, and obviously that's when it becomes hype, and obviously that's when the celebrity or the person that's attacked hears about it and is more offended because there's so much numbers of people offending them. Because basically on Twitter, how it works is somebody tweets on their wall in it, which is called a timeline, and then once you respond to that tweet, it's either you could comment under that tweet or you could quote tweet it. When you quote tweet somebody's tweet, you're doing it on purpose so that people on your timeline can see that you've responded to that tweet. You could have commented under it, but you did a quote tweet. So I'm pretty sure Nella Rose, for example, she got a lot of quote tweets of a disrespectful manner, which makes people see it and people share it around and around and around. I just think that's fuckery, isn't it? But also, the apology, some people accepted it, some people haven't accepted it. For me, I would have definitely apologized, and that would have been my response had I been in that space. But, you know, did you know, yeah, some people, they didn't even say, okay, cool, whatever. They started to insult her dead mother, you know. It's mad, bruv. I don't think you know that, bro, JP. They started to go on to her mother, fam. That's why people were just like, yeah, no, like, just come off the socials, fam. It could have been that as well, you know. But then again, it's like when she banters you on social media, on YouTube, because she's a YouTuber at the end of the day, she'll say, oh yeah, you muppet, your mum can't dress better than me. She'll say stuff like that as well. So then we're thinking, okay, is that joke a serious joke though? Or, I don't know, is there some form of element, I don't know, some truth behind it where you really want people who are watching you to suck their mothers too? Or so then why would you get offended if people are disrespecting your mother who's even passed away? But it's all a bit mad. It's all a bit mad. I don't know. But for me, it's like, man, just treat everyone with love, man. Obviously, if you want to cancel somebody, then do it, innit? But at nobody's expense, innit? Do it quietly and humbly. Just unsubscribe, innit? You know? Or unmute her from Twitter. So obviously type in Nella Rose on Twitter and then make sure that the names Nella Rose doesn't appear on your timeline. That's
for real, like, for me, if I didn't like someone, I wouldn't follow them. You get me? I wouldn't want to see what they're doing, you know? And that's how I feel like in our community, it's like there's a lot of jealousy that we need to take into account. Like, there's also a percentage of people attacking her if she's successful. You're trying to basically damage her income, bruv. If YouTube is her main source of income and certain people are trying to cancel her from that, it means they're definitely hating on what she's doing. Now, I don't really know her personally. I've not really watched her videos or anything. I've seen her name, obviously, but I've never actually watched her videos or anything. Not because I don't like her or nothing. It's just that I've never really, like, watched her things, innit? And I don't know her life. Like, she could have, for all we know, she could be supporting a lot of people. She could be, she could have a child. She might even be supporting, like, family members, you know what I'm trying to say? So for people who are trying to, like, cancel her bag, I feel like that's not the right way of going about it, man. I feel like people should be entitled to, like I said, unfollow her, innit? But trying to influence everyone else, yeah, is not the right way to go about it, man. Because these people who are there judging, They've done wrong things in their lives as well, fam. The only difference is it's not being exposed on social media, and they're not known to the public. That's the only reason why, like they're where they are right now. But
facts.
you shouldn't be doing that though, like to someone else. If you know in your life, unless you're Jesus, bro, unless you've lived this life perfectly and you've never offended nobody, you've never said anything wrong, then don't be saying people are
That's it, fam.
people should get cancelled.
Him, yeah, who has not sinned, cast the first stone, which means no one could cast that stone, you know, because overtly, covertly, everyone has disrespected God or their fellow human being in the same way. So yeah, like to be honest, for me, I'll just be like, yeah, like look at yourself, innit, or take the speck out of your own eye, and realize that there's a speck in your own eye. You know, I'm a Christian, so I'm gonna go back to scripture. Cause yeah, obviously, my mind is feeble, innit, so I have to draw upon a book. But yeah, obviously, there's another YouTuber out there as well who was hit in a similar way as Nella Rose, but not quite as hard. But obviously, yeah, she said some mad things as well, obviously to do with obviously sexual assault and that. So yeah, obviously I'm not going to say that word because it's a mad thing. I know that people that are watching could have experienced it or know somebody that's experienced it. But yeah, like she said what she said as well at a pretty young age. I think beginning of like secondary school times, and yeah, she had to like own up for faults in it, and that's what she did exactly. She came out with a video, but unlike Nella Rose's apology video, certain men and women are not appreciating Anya Bell's one. But boy, I haven't even watched that one to tell the truth. But by the facial expression, I could tell that yeah, she's trying to apologize sincerely in it. And within that, apparently she expressed her apologies as well towards the Somalian community, because her obviously being East African as well, being Eritrean, it wouldn't make sense to diss your fellow neighbor country, innit? Which is what she did back in the day, like with tweets saying LOL, or if somebody else would tweet about them, she would quote tweet it and say like LOL as well, innit? Which means laughing out loud. So yeah, you're bantering, innit? So yeah, it's just that day. It was just a whole palaver, mate. Cancel culture was on one hard.
Fam, and another thing, yeah, with this cancel culture, yeah, people pick and choose who to stick it on. Because you mentioned there was Tion Wayne and other people, but I didn't hear no one saying cancel Tion Wayne or cancel, like, for example, rappers or drill artists or things like that.
Bro, all Future is mad sexist, fam. He's not getting no cancel culture, fam.
Future. Even like, yeah, basically like, you know, like what rappers and like drill artists, like, you know what I'm trying to say, or like people that the whole world almost idolize. You know what I'm trying to say? For example, if Drake said something mad back in the days or something, yeah, people are not going to try and cancel him. No one's going to try and cancel him, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? That's to say, people kind of pick and choose.
But why won't people cancel him? Is it simply because of what I've said before, or was there another underlying reason? Because I would say it's also because he's got like the backing of major like white labels and that as well. He's got a very massive platform, you know. Like,
bro, I think
his career is not based off of us necessarily, innit? So it's a minor.
Because maybe he's a superstar. I feel like because he's, as I said, there's a word. He's idolized. It's like it means people look past his wrongs. Like people don't even care what Drake does. Just like R. Kelly, bro. R. Kelly was still putting out bangers non-stop. Till recently, 2019, when he was put in jail. He's not even been locked up yet officially, but like obviously he's in jail at the moment, isn't it? But prior to like the documentary that came out on him, like bro, like people almost forgotten what happened with R. Kelly, bruv. R. Kelly was still kind of like loved by a lot of people. Like, let's not try it. Like, we will still listen to his music and thing like that.
Not my friends, but where I work here, R. Kelly, you can't play R. Kelly, fam.
No, I'm talking about now, but I'm talking prior to the what do you call it, the documentary that came out. Bro, no one was talking about R. Kelly being a pedo. Like, there was comedians joking around about it, but R. Kelly was still everywhere. Like it's almost like the world had forgotten about the whole thing. It's like they just had to it's like they had to remind everyone that my man was kind of mad. You get me? With the way he was moving. But you know why? Because a lot of people idolized him. A lot of people loved his music too much. But like some people tried to cancel him, but barely. You know what I'm trying to say? But today you got like people who are not even on that level, nowhere near that kind of fame. who people are trying to cancel.
Picking and choosing then, yeah. Definitely.
People pick and choose, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Some of these men that are saying
the lower levels, at the lower tier, like influencers, and then there's the Ivy League sort of people. So,
and the females especially are the ones being like people going hard on.
So yeah, cancel culture. What I think should happen is people should sit down and really like just look at themselves, like I said, innit? And yeah, like we need to think twice before doing something like that, innit? Because obviously we do things just out of the spur of the moment. Like I said, we didn't quite know of where it actually started. We don't know who invented the idea of especially attacking certain individuals. I don't know why we didn't look into all individuals if that was the case. But yeah, I think personally that cancel culture should be cancelled, innit? That should be cancelled. And yeah, I just think that obviously people should still be held accountable for what they do. We can't allow people randomly like and just out in the open disrespect valuable people in society, no matter what their colour of skin, no matter what their gender, you know, their walk of life, etc. etc. So yeah, I just think like we just need to be more humble on social media. But then again, it's like we can't quite control it because you got all types of personalities on there, innit? But then I also think that like if you're gonna be on camera, then like even if you need to rehearse what you're gonna say, then do that. And yeah, because just know that people just need to understand that now there's people out there that are gonna root for your downfall, innit? And they're gonna take you down. They're gonna take you down hard as well. So yeah, in terms of cancel culture, like it should just be taken like not too harsh and viciously. Like people should just do it, but in a subtle way and in a calm and decent manner, innit? But yeah, like not like insulting people as well, and even when they apologize, still get onto them. Just like keep it moving, innit? Just keep it moving, so that way at least cancel culture people who are within that group of cancel culture are able to like with humility, innit? Like just handle what the influences are saying, and yeah, just so that people are not offended, and so that influences themselves don't offend as well. So yeah, I just think that's what my opinion.
I'm gonna talk to the people who people are trying to cancel, innit? I'm not even gonna try and talk to the people who are trying to cancel everyone. So, for example, the Nella Rose and like the people who were like basically the victims of the abuse online because of what they've done in the past, I will tell them this, innit? Social media, is 90% fake, bro. Like it's 90% fake, because most of the people most of the people you see in the comments are probably never supported your thing. They don't even rate your thing, and there's gonna be jealous people in that group. There's gonna be people who envy your position. You know what I'm trying to say? And then yes, there will be the 10% who are really sincere and offended by your act. And that 10%, I will tell them, just unfollow them and then go and watch someone else. You know what I'm trying to say? You can leave your little message on your page if you want to talk about how you want, but don't try and don't try and influence others to try and cancel someone from their, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
From doing their thing. And then for like the people like Nella Rose and things, I will tell them like, don't watch what most people say to you online, because there is a lot of haters and there's a lot of people who do not want to see a lot of black people succeed anyways. You know what I'm trying to say? There's a lot of jealousy in our community. So the only thing you can do is come out sincerely and apologize and continue what you have to do. You may lose a few fans, a few followers, but you may regain them back after, because there will be some people in that group that will end up forgiving you after a certain time. You know what I'm trying to say? Some might even unsubscribe to your page and still watch your videos. So it's like at the end of the day, you just have to forgive. And then like, yeah, bro, like you said, I'm a Christian as well. So this is how we got taught. We need to forgive. Unless it's something that's unforgivable, even for that, you just have to pray for the person and pray that person gets saved or something. You know what I'm trying to say?
Big facts, big facts.
But I'm not going to try and go online and try to bash that person and then influence other people, because you don't know what's going to everyone's head mentally. You know what I'm trying to say? Not everyone can take it. Not everyone can take the online abuse. Like, just quickly before we wrap it up, like, for example, I've been watching the Michael Jordan documentary, and even him, someone that was so great, so strong in his mind, had to walk away from the sport that he loved for 2 years because of the abuse and everything like that. Like, it comes to a point where you can't take it. So some people commit suicide. Some people do other things. So I encourage everyone, if you want to cancel someone, Just go by it your way. You don't need to tell other people to do it. You know what I'm trying to say? That's it, bro. But yeah, that was a nice conversation, bro. We're gonna do this more often.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna do this more often. We'll call this the chat. You get me? So we'll definitely have different topics to talk about. So everyone, stay tuned, innit? Big up, everyone.
Come on.